Hello, good morning, children. We are again back to the rest part of the detailing of the chapter 2, The Sound of Music, part 2, The Shahnai of Bismillah Khan. Dear children, I have already given introduction and detailed paragraph first in the first video. This is the second video, and in this I am going to detail paragraphs 2, 3 and 4. So let's start now, children. See the line of paragraph 2, the sound of the Shahnai. See, children, one word is given, auspicious. What do you mean by auspicious? Auspicious means promising to bring good fortune. Good fortune, good luck. The sound which was produced by Shahnai was considered to be a good omen. O-M-E-N means mark, sign. G-O-O-D, good omen, good luck. Okay, a sign, a mark of good happening or fortune. And so it was played on all good occasions. Coming to the next line, and for this reason. See, another word is given, indispensable. What is indispensable? It means without which a piece of work cannot be done. Something which is necessary. You can also say very important. You can hear Shahnai being played at many temples and at wedding also. Especially of any North Indian wedding, it is auspicious. It is for wedding ceremonies. Now next, see the line in the past. See, children, one word is given, Naubat, and then ensembles. E-N-S-E-M-B-L-E-S. We pronounce it ensemble. Ensemble here means it is related with instrument. Things considered as a group. We say ensemble. The Shahnai was a part of the Naubat. What is Naubat, children? Naubat is actually an Urdu word, and it means traditional ensemble. That means a traditional group. Traditional ensemble means traditional group of 9 musical instruments. These 9 musical instruments were played at the royal court, royal palace, and Shahnai was also a part of Naubat. Now coming to the last line of this paragraph, till recently. The Shahnai was played at the king's court, in temples and at weddings. So dear children, where was Shahnai especially played? It was played at the king's court, temples and weddings. It was also used on a stage. So you can see classical stage in performances, and the credit for that goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan, who was a legendary Shahnai player, and people wanted to hear him play the Shahnai. Dear children, in the previous video I have already said Bismillah Khan was a legend because he has done something historical. He was popular for historical significance, historical importance. When moving to paragraph 3, you can see as a 5-year-old. So when Bismillah Khan was 5 years old, he lived in an ancient means old, estate named Dumrao, in present day Bihar state. He used to play gilli danda near a pond. What did he used to do? He used to play gilli danda. Gilli danda is an old sport quite similar to cricket. Gilli danda itself is a Hindi word and it is similar to cricket, and it is mostly played in villages, in rural areas. Coming to next line, he would regularly. Also, Bismillah Khan would go to the nearby Bihariji temple. The name of the temple is Bihariji temple. Although Bismillah Khan was a Muslim, he would go to the temple and he would sing this song. Which song? Chat. Chat, C-H-A-I-T-A, in Bhojpuri language. Bhojpuri language is spoken in an area of Bihar, that is in our state. So, what do you mean by Chet, children? See, Chet are semi-classical songs originating from the Indian subcontinent, sung in the Hindu calendar month of Chet. Like children, we say Chet itself is a month, name of month as per Hindu calendar. Like we say Ashad, Ashad, after Ashad what will come? Shravan. So these Chet, then Ashad, these all are months, name of the months. These songs are, Chet songs are sung during the holy month of Sri Ram Navami in March or April. So when Bismillah Khan would finish reciting means singing loudly, okay, saying loudly a piece of writing, song, poem, etc. The song, he would get a big laddu. Why? As a reward, and the weight of that laddu was 1.25 kg. This was a prize given to Bismillah Khan by local Maharaja for singing Chet. So children, coming to next line, this happened. The writer says that this incident occurred when Bismillah was 5 years old, that he would get this laddu as a reward, and after 80 years, see given 80 years, Bismillah Khan earned the highest civilian award in India, and that is the Bharat Ratna. So even at his early stage, when he was 5 years old, he got the big laddu as a reward, and even at the age of 80, he got the highest civilian award, that is Bharat Ratna. Do you know children what is civilian award? Civilian award is conferred, given to people with outstanding achievements, okay, with outstanding, super mind-blowing achievements in their field or work, for their genius achievements, outstandings in any field like music, dance, sports, etc., in any field. So given this is the distance that Bismillah Khan has travelled in his life. At 5 years of age, he would get a 1.25 kg laddu as a reward, and at 80, he achieved the highest civilian award in India, and that is the Bharat Ratna. Now we are moving to the next paragraph 4. He was born, let's see, born on March 21st. Bismillah Khan was born on 21st March 1916 in a family of musicians in Bihar. Okay, so actually his family was a well-known family, very nice family, popular family, and all the family members were involved in music. They were all musicians. Now next line, his grandfather Rasul Baks Khan. Let's see the lineage. You know the meaning of lineage? Lineage means the series of families that comes from originally. So the lineage on his father's side, on Bismillah Khan's father's side, not on his mother's side, but on his father's side, was full of great Shahnai players. Okay children, so we can also say that Bismillah Khan acquired the great skill of playing the Shahnai from his ancestors. Ancestors means from his forefathers, from his foreparents, from his father's side. His grandfather, that is Rasul Baks Khan, was a great Shahnai player. He played the Shahnai in the court of Bhojpur king. Who played the Shahnai, children? Who played the Shahnai in the court of Bhojpur king? That is his grandfather. Okay, Rasul Bucks Khan. He played the Shahnai in the court of the Bhojpur king. Okay. Now next, his father, that is given here, Paigambar Bucks, and all paternal ancestors. What do you mean by paternal ancestors? Paternal ancestors means ancestors of the father. Ancestors of the father, not of her mother. All ancestors were also great Shahnai players. So that's all children. Now in the next video I will detail paragraph 5, 6 and 7. Till then children, bye to you all.